you find the best fair value gap to trade from? So the best fair value gaps are one that occur after price has taken out liquidity. I love using the Asian range to my advantage, right? So this here represents the liquidity sweep before the bullish fair value gap. So if we break down an example here on the charts, let's start with the Asian range and understand what's going on, right? So we start, of course, here with the Asian range, right? So the Asian range, of course, builds and accumulates liquidity. Now, if we continue to play price on, what's happened over here is a few things, right? We can see price taking out the Asian range low. So this is the Asian low over here, and this is price taking out the liquidity pool, right? This here represents a manipulation in price. Now from here, we can see price has left a 15-minute fair value gap, right? So what is the difference between a fair value gap and a point of interest? Pay attention. This here represents the fair value gap, right? This is the fair value gap I'm going to label in blue, right? So the blue is the fair value gap. But the point of interest is something else. The point of interest is just the candle before the fair value gap, right? So why do we use the candle before the fair value gap, right? So the reason we do that is because we want to see price filling the entire zone. So we want to see price coming and hitting the zone, the point of interest. That way, the entire fair value gap has actually been filled. Now, with that being said, it's important to then use a confirmation entry when you get into the zone, right? So we can see price comes into the zone, and this is where we go down to the lower time frames and use order flow and footprint charts. So the reason why we were able to take this buy position over here is because we saw a lot of aggressive sellers coming into the zone, but those aggressive sellers were essentially not rewarded. So if you're looking to take trades, you need to understand one, fair value gaps come off of manipulation, but to catch these high risk reward trades like you see over here, you need to pair it with order flow and understand where the buyers and sellers are being aggressive and where they're being passive.